Welcome to Landria Anka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live a awesome life. An awesome life. I'm a writer, you think I'd get that right. Let's talk about, I get all these ideas, I'm like, oh yeah, we have to talk about that. Oh, let's talk about control. All right, so we're all just trying to find that place in our life where we're happy. I want to be happy. Help me be happy. Where is it? I can't find it. I get there sometimes and I lose it. Is that how you feel? Yeah? Everybody does at some point. Probably most of the time. It comes, it goes, we're controlled by the outside world. Why? We get in this vicious cycle. There is one key thing that is very difficult for pretty much, I'd say, all of us to relinquish, and that is control. And you might say, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a control person. If you desire something and you're not getting what you want, and the repercussions are you feel bad, or that you feel bad about that, that's control. Or something didn't come in the time period you thought it should, that's control. When we relinquish control, life gets really easy. When you want something, you go, okay, it'll show up whenever. I have to do that now a lot, and I never ever did this before. I mean, many years ago. I had to have things a certain way in business because that's how we operate in investment banking. Things have to happen at certain time periods. I mean, there was like, you're on a schedule. You got to be on all the time. And that was a career that, conditioned me to operate a certain way. And I had realized that when I relinquished control over certain things, like a deal wasn't happening, then I looked at it this way. It's like, well, if it's supposed to happen, it will. If not, something else will come along. And it's tough to do that, isn't it? Because we want things. And that is our attachment to the outside world. And relinquishing control makes people feel like there's going to be chaos. If I'm not operating, if I'm not controlling the situation, it's who knows what's going to come to me, but that's not what's happening. When you desire something, you're already in control. You're already sending the message out. When you question it, you're sending the message out. So if things go chaotic, it's because you've got it in your head that that's what's going to happen if you're not trying to physically control everything, calling somebody, doing what, why aren't you doing this, whatever. And the message you're sending is that you don't believe it's going to happen, so that you have to go after it like gangbusters and try and manipulate things to make it happen for you. That message to the universe is that you don't trust your manifesting capabilities, and that you have to, again, go back to the physical world. Releasing the physical world is the key to total manifestation. Releasing it. So when I want something, I will put the message out. Sure enough, it shows up. And I don't try to control that then. I just see where it takes me, and I take charge and I take action. That is required. You win the lottery, you got to get off your duff, get in the car and go buy a ticket. Right? And you got to scratch it off or whatever it is you do. So action is always required. Why? Because that's what we came here for. When you try to control that, you're losing the joy. You're not going to ever be happy, because nothing is ever going to go exactly the way you want it to when you're coming from the material world. It can't. Because that's not an intelligence that's going to operate under your control. The intelligence is when you release it and go into your power. Because you are the money, you are the job, you are the whatever. So if you're trying to make something happen over here, and other people have free will and it's not working for them, and of course you're being obnoxious because you're trying to control it, they're losing confidence in you because you're acting like a maniac. I've experienced that before. It's like, whew, I just had it happen. Somebody wanted something to happen and fired off an email to me and my business partners, and it was not good. They totally got it wrong, and so they revealed that they are not stable. They're not emotionally stable when it comes to business, and so we decided we can't work with that person. It was that control. They were trying to push the control instead of saying, hey, is this going to happen or not? And being okay with it. I would have said, wow, this guy's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. He's being patient. I had a little fuzzy thing float in. All right. So I want you to just remember that we all are trying to control things because we want things. We're even controlling how our experience is. We're controlling our meditation. We're controlling everything. If you think about it, you're really control. So many of you say, how do I get the stuff? I'm going to try and control it. You don't have to. Releasing it means that you're going to connect to what you want. You are the universe. You don't have to tell it what you want. It is you. It already knows what you want. It also knows what you fear and what you doubt. And what your ultimate intentions are. If there's bad intentions behind it, there's going to be some negative results because you're sending negativity out into the cosmos. And by the way, we are pure love. So when you're operating from a negative controlling standpoint, you're not in sync with what you are. We ultimately have to be operating on the level of what we really are. And when we do that, you have full control. You don't have to do anything. You just think about something. I just think about stuff. Oh my gosh, another thing happened. It's just small stuff, big stuff. It's all the same. Okay, I ordered a pair of really cute little velvet tennies, and it's a 6-month wait. I'm like, I'm cool with that. I like them. I haven't seen anything else out there like that. So yesterday, I don't know why, because I ordered them a couple months ago. Yesterday I was thinking, it'd be really cool to have those tennies now because velvet is in. It's getting cooler here in Atlanta. It'd be fun to have those tennis shoes. Bing, an email comes in. Your tennis shoes shipped. Now you could say, oh, that's coincidence. Sure. It's a coincidence that I was thinking of it that day and that email came at the exact moment. I was thinking about certain things that I'm going to do with my business. Somebody contacts me. I need this person and what they do, their expertise, exactly the way that they do it. And I could have called 101 people out there, but what this person offered suits me so perfectly, and I wasn't even pursuing it. Yeah. Stuff's happening. I wasn't trying to control it. All of these things are just flowing to me because I'm allowing the universe to bring it in the best possible way for me. And when you try and control it, you miss that. You will get sometimes the things that you are pushing, you're forcing. And it's not the best thing for you. So you're missing out on that other probability that was ready to come in. But you were so busy pushing this other way. It has to be this way at this time with these people. Let it go. That's a tough thing. Letting go. Not taking control. It's awesome because you are totally in control at all times. Not in the physical way that we try to manipulate it. You can manipulate energy with a thought. A peaceful, loving thought. Send light and love and energy, positive energy out to this planet. Surround it with light. Imagine that every day, as many times a day as you can, because guess what? It's you're sending it to. And everybody else, because we're all one energy. I'm going to say that till the cows come home. And I know it's a tough concept, but you actually are the energy that you're trying to manipulate. You don't have to. You just have to know what you want. You have to go to that beautiful place where you're releasing all of the doubt, the anger, the things that are all the blocks of created by the material world that we have created ourselves, that we're believing. Aren't you ready to let all that go? I am. So I've got a jewelry line. This wonderful woman here in the Appalachian Mountains makes this beautiful stone jewelry that she gets from the rivers here, and she creates this very simple jewelry, and she has a hole through this one, and it represents my brand that I'm going to start bringing out, and that is that this is the entry point to everything. This is ultimately what we are, and this is the entry point to everything. To everything. You go that tunnel that everybody talks about when they die and they go through. It's an entry point to wherever you want to go. Even that place that you go to when you leave this body, you're still choosing it. Because you are choosing your frequency. And you'll go and meet those other frequencies and those people that support you, your soul supporters, your angels, your soul team. You've got everything around you that loves you so unconditionally. It's all there. It's so powerful. Everything, this energy in this room is pure, beautiful love. That's all it is. It's all just different frequencies experiencing things. Relinquish control. You're in good hands. And whatever you want, let's start creating that. So I'm going to do a video, create your story. All right, so I'm going to let you go. I want you to think about if you can start relinquishing control and be okay when somebody says, you know, I want to break up with you. Wow, that makes me sad, but okay. Is there any way I can fix this? Is there any way we can change this? Nope, I'm done. Okay. I'm going to relinquish control because I know something beautiful is waiting for me. And if this isn't working and your free will is to break up with me, then I'll release that in love and peace. That's a tough thing to do, right? Releasing the control and accepting what's happening and knowing that there's something positive that you're supposed to learn from that, and that something beautiful will come from that, if you allow it. The universe is not making decisions without you. It is you. So if you think and believe beautiful things, then beautiful things will come to you. And guess what? You're going to be surprised. You have surprises in store for you. Relinquish control and get ready to be surprised. How wonderful is that? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, wow, I accept it. Yes, that's even bigger and better than I ever imagined, because you relinquished control and trusted, and that's called faith. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You can choose that anytime. I'm sending you light, love, abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, joy, and peace. Namaste.